Day 286 for the vlog. Day rating's a 7, which is pretty consistent, so that's good. Got up a little bit, like right before 8 o'clock. So just turned the alarm off and slept. And I woke up to the pup sitting next to me, just staring at me like, let's get up and get going, shall we? I went for a nice walk, came back, relaxed for a bit, drank some water. I was mentally trying to get up for the 11-mile run. Started a little bit later than I wanted. I had to charge the watch, use the restroom, and just hydrate a little bit more. Plus, it was chilly out, so I didn't want to get out there and feel cold at all. So it was okay starting a little bit later. I mean, my day kind of got held up from it. It's not fun doing a run that late, and then it feels like it takes up a bigger chunk of the day, as opposed to getting it done early. It definitely feels that it's done. You can move on, time to recover and eat, take a nap if you want. But no nap today. But the run did go well. The goal was 11 miles. I went with for 11, and I have it set up right here. So 7:54 the first, mile 2 was 7:25, mile 3 was 7:22, mile 4 was 7:18, and I saw that. I was like, okay, either I'm feeling really good or I picked up the pace. Then mile 5 was 7:11. So I said, okay, it's great to see, but it's a little early to be hitting those times. I knew it was probably not hydrated the best after having a late run last night. Then starting again midday today. But then I went to mile 6 at 7:25, so I knew I'd slow down a little bit. I just told myself, be more comfortable, don't press quite yet. Maybe not press on the last 3. And mile 7 was 7:21. And I think I was getting a little excited. Just like, oh, wow, it's still feeling good, so let's keep rolling. Then 7:13, mile 9 bumped up to 7:24. And I think that was just because it's a little bit always that there's a little incline that I hit, and it's about half mile long. It's just a slight incline, just nice and steady. There's some slight turns. They're just slightly going this way, back and forth, weaving. And I think that notion, if I'm not focused, it throws me off. And I notice a lot of times when I hit that, unless I'm telling myself drive, or focus, pump the arms, pump the legs, don't slow down, I tend to slow down. But then mile 10 was 7:02, and I was like, okay, 7:02, I can get to sub 7, and get this, it's 7.00.6. So at any point in time, if I would have just, just been a little bit more focused. I know at one point I looked at my watch and it said, okay, 7:20s. It's like, okay, get out of the 7:20s, pick it up. And at this point, I was already in the complex. I got in with about 10.3 miles left. So I knew that it was going to be a little bit short. But I was like, okay, today I'm going to hit sub 7 for this last mile. And so shy. But overall, it took an hour, 21 minutes. It says 11.1 miles and the average pace is 7:20, which is great because I did the 10.5 last week and I think it was 7:33. I only had a couple miles in 7:40, and then I kind of came back into that 7:20 range. So I think it was a little bit higher. Excuse me. So I'm not really sure where that came from, just because it was a cooler day or more rest. Either way, I'm fine with a better pace, and I didn't feel as taxed. My feet were hurting, and I knew my shoes were a little bit dead. My shoes were hurting my feet, so I was like, well, it's kind of the last run in these shoes for a long run, because I just got these shoes. I ordered them Thursday night, and they came in this morning. Still smell like new shoes. I wore them a little bit today just to break them in. And I really like them. I wish I had got two, because they were discounted. They didn't come in the original box. I think they were slightly worn, or maybe returned, kind of a thing. Anyways, gonna break those in this week. But last long run of those other shoes, that's a good reason I've had them since I think April, even. I think it was April. But I've had 3 or 4 shoes I was alternating between. And I had the workout shoes. I had another pair of just regular trainers, and those ones. And so they were due, long overdue. But I think that shoe ended on a good note. That was all the miles for the day, so that was cool. And then I went and had a pup play date. My friend Holly and her and her dog Emmy were getting along. Well, Kamora was getting a little excited. She couldn't sit down. It took about 15 minutes to finally calm down. But she did, and they played a lot. She ate a little bit. And we got a bunch of sushi. She's like, come over, we'll hang out. You come over and I'll buy food. I'm like, done. Let's eat. And then we were joking around. She's like, I don't know why we hang out, but I always just want to go get sushi with you. It's like, so I'm a trigger for you getting the sushi. And she mentioned getting soda. And she's like, yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm like, okay, it's a little bit weird, but okay. And then her son had asked, like, hey, do you want to play flag football with us? I was like, I don't know. I have only played like one game, really, football, and it was just an open flag football game. He's like, well, first of all, can you catch? I'm like, yeah, I can catch. So we kind of laughed. I said all I could do is pretty much run, so hopefully they stick someone on me. He's just going to get tired of running. I'll just keep running as hard as long as I can, and at some point I'll be open or get someone else open. But I'm not a good thrower. I don't have the arm for the ball to throw the ball, and I don't think I could throw more than about 20 or 25 yards at best. It's like I can catch fairly well. It's like I have a background of playing keeper in soccer, so you get in that habit of your hands in that position to catch. So that's probably the best. But he says it doesn't start till March, which is 3 months away. But he's trying to recruit people to see how many people he needs. I think we have 6 on the field at minimum. 8 is the regulation, and 20 is the max for a team. And so as he says, he's got 2 maybes, 3 or 4 other committed people, and then his dad's gonna play. So I said, I might know 2 or 3 people from work or friends that are looking to play or get outdoors and do something active and are fairly athletic. So let me ask. And it's like, yeah, cool. Here's my number. Let me know what they say. I said, cool. And then we came back. And I went and met up with another friend, Anna, and then we went shopping at the Target. They said for some reason this Target is the only one that carries these, what do you call them? Collector item cards or collector item. I think they were cards. And so she was on my side of town. I was like, yeah, if you want to go shopping, I'll be over here. I'm like, yeah, cool. See you around 6 o'clock. I said, all right, sounds good. So we met up there, and parking was just crazy. Crazy getting in, crazy getting out. They had the people directing traffic. It was just a madhouse. A madhouse. So, and then we got in Target. There was a bunch of people in Target, and the gift she was looking for her brother was not there. So we were looking around, and she decided to get, I think, 4 gifts for her other teaching friends at work. And she got like a bag, 4 little hot cocoa mixes, 4 chocolate bars, and 4 lollipops. And she's like, I'll just make little gifts for some friends at work, and that'll be good. I said, all right, cool, if that's what you want to do. And then we looked at a couple other small things. Oh, and we got sugar cookie. She was making sugar cookies with her younger sister. And that was about it. Then I came back. I went to the grocery store real quick. I picked up some fish and chicken, some Martinelli's sparkling cider. Or cider? I don't know if it's sparkling. I'll have to check. And I picked up 2 dog treats for the pup who's sleeping again. She was snoring a little bit. Oh, and I don't know what she ate, but she's had some bad gas. Like, really bad gas. So I hope she doesn't get sick, but her stomach definitely didn't like the food she ate. Hope I don't get woken up in the middle of the night if they're having an accident or feeling sick. I'd rather her wake me up when we get outside than me waking up and be like, what's that smell? Oh, so I'm a little bit scared. But we'll see. And then this is really cool. I'm starting on this new project. I thought I'd be done today, but I'm still piecing together exactly what I want to do with it. But here is what I have so far. It's kind of notes. I mean, a lot of notes. And I'm not even done. I still have like 10 or 15 minutes left of this to view. But it's in there. It's starting. This new project, which could potentially lead to a new career path, is starting. I'm excited about it. It's a little nerve-wracking. That first step is always the biggest one because nothing's laid out, right? But once I can get a few going, I'll be like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what to notate. And this one, I had a bunch of documented. Oh my gosh, I had a bunch of ideas in there and timestamps so that I could refer back to it later to see what I like and don't like, and so I can get clips of this, clips of that, which makes for the timestamp. So I don't have to go back and rewatch it. I'm like, oh, where was this? Like, this is an idea, and start piecing it together. And then when I get further along, I'll be like, no, this is what I want. Timestamp it here. This is what I want. Oh, here's an idea. This is connecting here to here. Episode 1, 2, and 3. And that's exciting. I'm already liking what I'm doing. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. I have to pause and start, pause and play. I mean, this was a 40-minute episode, and it took me like at least an hour and a half. I can't tell you how many times I've had to rewind it and had to load and go back and then pause it and then try to pause it, play. And then if I was eating or someone texted me or called, I missed something. It was just like, oh, I know I'm thinking a lot into it. It's going to be easier as I get along, but right now I don't want to miss anything. I'd rather overdo it than underdo it and see how the first one goes. And I think it'll be done by tomorrow. I'm still working with this app. I downloaded it and it's, there's a time trial. There's either a 7-day free trial and then it's like $5 a month or a year, which isn't bad, or it's a $15 one time. But I don't exactly know if it's going to record what I want to record yet. And I'm going to play with it tomorrow once I get all this noted and go from there. But I want to get all that done and then piece together the next thing. But exciting. I'm excited. And I can't wait to see where it goes in a year or 2 years or 3 years. And that should be fun. But maybe to that exciting note, I'm going to move today from day rating from a 7 to an 8. Because it's that start of something new that's potentially going to be more than just a fun project. And it's officially December 12th, 2:43, so 12:12. And I guess I have a connection to 12:12 general. I didn't plan this out, but 12:12. And if you want to do 21 backwards, 12. So 3 12s. Kind of lucky, I don't know. Maybe it's a stretch with a 21 to 12. I don't know. I'm going to take it either way. But I'm going to read a little bit. I can't really see. I'm chipping away. Not much more. I think before Christmas I should finish this one. And we'll go from there. That's it for the day. So run your life with health and happiness. And have a good